Hello people behind the camera, welcome to another unboxing video. Now this is on the latest Blu-ray collection, Doctor Who Season 23, and if you look in the background we've got the previous box set apart from Season 12 because I still lack that, and I am not paying £1,000 on eBay to get it. If anyone has a copy and doesn't want it anymore, I will buy it off you for a reasonable price. But of course we're here today to talk about Season 23. I ordered this from Zoom, and let's get it open. And there you have it. Oh, this just looks so good. You know, I love the colour schemes behind these Blu-ray box sets. I particularly love the different colours we've got for the Doctors. For John Pertwee we've got green and yellow going on. For Tom Baker we've had a purple one. And while I don't own Season 12, I have seen the artwork, and that's purple as well. And if you look closely, you can see blue coming in, which seems to be the colour for Season 19. And they seem to have gone for like a pink and purple mixture here for Season 23. And I just think this looks fantastic. Now let's get it out of its foil and have a look. Out comes the foil, and there we go. Doctor Who Season 23, otherwise known as Trial of a Time Lord. You've got Colin Baker as the Sixth Doctor there, looking all firm and authoritative with his beautiful curly blonde hair. You've got a Vervoid from Terror of the Vervoids. I'm surprised they got away with putting that on there, to be honest. And you've got the Valiard, played by Michael Jaston, the Inquisitor, played by Linda Bellingham, Draffro the Robot. If you look closely there, you can see Syl, and while the logo does obscure it, you can see the TARDIS being dragged aboard the space station. There's the front, there's the spine. I'm loving this. That looks great. Season 23. Oh, and there's the back. I've not seen this yet. Build your own Doctor Who archive of the Ultimate Collector set, The Trial of a Time Lord. Yeah, they've just used the ongoing title. They've not called it Mysterious Planet, Mind Warp, Terror of the Vervoids and the Ultimate Fur, which I find a bit of a shame. But then again, it is pretty much one whole story. We've got extended cuts of every episode. That'll be interesting to see because I did go to the BFI screening of Mind Warp last month, and it was really cool to see it on the big screen and in an extended cut, and I do think we are in for a treat. Though interestingly enough, for part 6 I think, it's actually, the edit is 2 seconds shorter than the transmitted version, so the not quite so extended cut, you might say. You've got Terror of the Vervoids as a standalone special edition, 5.1 surround sound and isolated scores on all 14 episodes. Behind the Sofa with Colin Baker, Nicola Bryant, Bonnie Langford, Fraser Hines, Mark Strickson and Matthew Waterhouse. That's easily my new favourite special feature, and I'll definitely be checking out those first. The Writer's Room, I loved the one that we got for, just bring this out, I love the one we got for Season 18, where the writers discuss their work, and I think it's cool that they've got the writers of the Lost Season 23 that was cancelled and was ultimately replaced with Trial of a Time Lord. We've also got the Doctor Who Cookbook revisited. They did show a clip of that at the BFI screening, and I think we're in for a treat with that. The Doctor's Table, join Colin Baker and friends for dinner. In Conversation, Matthew Sweet chats to companion Bonnie Langford. It's a bit odd how they put Bonnie Langford's interview on here. Granted, this is her debut season, but I'd have thought they'd put Colin's an interview with Colin on here, but they might be saving that for the inevitable Season 23. Rare Archive, Discoveries, Blu-ray trailer, that's great, unseen studio footage, and all the prior special features, starring Colin Baker, Nicola Bryant, and Bonnie Langford. And yeah, all credited there. You've got the Doctor on Trial, Perry, possessed by Kiv in the background, and the Inquisitor and the Valiard. I really love this pink. So yeah, now I'll just take the sleeve out for a second and see how this looks all around. Here you have the front. Again, you can now see Syl a lot better, and the TARDIS being dragged aboard the spaceship. That looks cool. You've also got the Doctor holding some law thing. I don't know what he's holding, but it looks cool. Anyway, there's the spine. That looks great. Number 23 on there. And oh, yeah. Okay, this is probably the best back cover that they've done yet. It's the TARDIS being dragged aboard the spaceship. In my opinion, Doctor Who's greatest visual effects work. That is such a cool image. Ooh, that looks gorgeous. There's the middle bit. And of course, let's get it open. Let's open it. Oh. Here we go. Now here we've got the Doctor standing on the planet Force Beta with the planet Force Alpha in the background and outside the TARDIS. That is a really cool, bright, colourful image. Oh, that looks great. Now, before we dive into the booklet, we'll go into the discs first. First we've got an upside down. Let's get around. First we've got disc 1, which has the Mysterious Planet, episodes 1 to 4. Disc 2, we have episodes 5 to 8. We've got the Doctor, Crozier and Kiv there for Mind Warp. Ooh, careful. Parts 9 to 12, we have Terror of the Vervoid. You've got a Vervoid there. I'm surprised they got away with putting that on the disc, but I suppose it's cool. Episodes 9 to 12, disc 3, Terror of the Vervoids. Oh, careful. Now, if we move this round, we've got the Doctor and Mr. Popplewick from episodes 13 to 14, The Ultimate Foe. Let's move that. Oh. Now, on disc 5, we've got bonus disc 1, which is the Inquisitor at the front. And for disc 6, we have bonus disc 2. Now, it's interesting how we have 2 bonus discs, because for the previous 4 seasons, we've only had 1, but they've really gone the extra mile for this one. And now, if we just take this out and look at that, there he is, the wonderful, oh, and there I am, the wonderful Mr. Colin Baker in the background. That looks great. Yep. Now if we seal that up, and if we open up this, ooh, oh, very nice. Wow. You've got the artwork again, which is the same. Here comes out the booklet. Let's see the TARDIS interior. Oh, it's a. This is the 6th Doctor's TARDIS. You've got the Hyperion 3 spaceship, I think it's called, on the scanner. And I love how, as an added bonus, they've added the exercise bike. That looks great. The 6th Doctor's ultimate downfall. Now, of course, you've got this being the same artwork as the booklet, which looks really nice. Now, I'll just seal this up for a second, and we'll take a dive into the booklet. Put this to one side. And here we go. Now, I'm not going to read all of this to bore you, but I'll show you some of the pages. On February 27th, 1985, during transmission of The Two Doctors, the BBC announced that Doctor Who was to be rested. This was in fact a victory. A few days earlier, Jonathan Powell had informed producer John Nathan Turner that the programme was to be cancelled outright. A lot of stuff. Let's just read the last bit. Nathan Turner and Eric Saywood began planning in earnest for their new season 23, but with numerous script problems, resignations, the death of one of the show's most beloved writers, and an unfairly abrupt end to the 6th Doctor's tenure, this was to be the rockiest period in programme history. Definitely, yeah. The fact that season 23 was got made under the circumstances it did is, I think, a miracle in its own right. Let's go through these. Disc 1, you've got the Mysterious Planet, episodes 1 to 4. All your usual bonus features, the making of documentary, behind the sofa, points of view, development, filming, writing, recording, all the good stuff. After image. Disc 2, we have Mind Warp. I think it's more or less the same bonus features as all the others, but we've got a new one called Blessed on Doctor Who. Legendary actor Brian Blessed talks about his career and his lifelong love for Doctor Who in this 2007 interview. I do find it a shame that he's not on the audio commentary. I think that would have been a very real treat. Disc 2, if we skip through the artwork and pictures here, that looks good. Fraser Hines, Matthew Waterhouse and Mark Strickson all behind the sofa. I'm looking forward to that. Disc 3, we have Terror of the Vervoids. Again, more or less the same bonus features, but we do have updated special. We do have a special edition version of Terror of the Vervoids. We've got updated special effects, and the courtroom scenes have been omitted. And I think that's a really good idea, because I think out of all the stories in season 23, Terror of the Vervoids, you could cut the trial scenes out and not really miss much. To be fair, I think in the previous 2 stories they're kind of an annoyance as well. But it's good that they've done this, because that'd be a nice idea, I think. And You've got Mel being terrorised by a Vervoid. You've got more recording and reception. Disc 4, we have The Ultimate Foe. Again, more or less the same stuff. We've got The Lost Season. The Writer's Room is on here, which will be really interesting to see. Disc 4, we've also got Bonnie Langford in conversation for Matthew, that Matthew Sweet interviewed her. I'm looking forward to reading that. We've got artwork there. Oh, that looks really nice. Fantasy Factory, the Doctor being dragged into the sand, the Valeyard, Doctor being dragged by hands, the Master, Mel. Bonus discs. Bonus disc 1, we've got alternative edits to parts 1 to 8. That'll be interesting to watch. And on bonus disc 2, we've got alternative edits to parts 9 and 14. That'll be nice to have a look and see what they've done. The Doctor Who Cookbook Revisited. Not gonna lie, I am so looking forward to watching this, because I think we saw the first 10 minutes of this at BFI. We saw Toby Haydock, Sarah Sutton and Janet Fielding try the Doctor Who Cookbook, and it was so much fun to watch. I can't wait to see all of it. We've got the Panopticon archive, nice to see. Bonus recipes, journeying back through Doctor Who's cliffhangers. We've got Colin Baker, Nicola Bryant, Michael Jason and Bonnie Langford all sat. I'm going to assume that's the Doctor's table. And these mugs you see here, I actually have one of those, because I got one of those for Christmas, this Christmas just gone. So that'll be cool to see. That's the end of the booklet. And there's a lovely promotional image of the Sixth Doctor himself, Colin Baker. What a lovely image. Now let's put this back in, seal it up, see if it can fit in. There we are. And let's put this alongside. Now here we've got all the Doctors lined up here, 3 to 6, and I love the way all of the artwork looks. It just complements each other so well. Now I'll admit, season 23, it wouldn't have been my first choice for the Sixth Doctor to release on Blu-ray. I would have gone for season 22, mainly because I think it's a better season overall, and I think it would have made a bit more sense to start with his debut season as opposed to his last. But then again, we've had John Pertwee's 4th season as his first Blu-ray box set, so what the hell do I know? But yeah, I'm glad we have got the Sixth Doctor. Now we do know that season 26 is going to be the next one, which will come out this December. Fingers crossed it doesn't get delayed. But we're not sure what's coming after that, but something tells me that we might be going back to Tom Baker again. That's only a hunch, what do I know? But yeah, so yeah, season 23, and I hope season 22 isn't far away. I know it will mean that the Sixth Doctor's era is over in terms of Blu-ray, but season 22 does turn 35 next year. I'd love to see that on Blu-ray because it has some of my favourite stories in there. What do you guys think of season 23? Do you think it's the best Colin Baker season, or do you think season 22 is better? And what is your favourite Sixth Doctor story? Mine is Attack of the Cybermen. Let me know in the comments below and I shall take a look. And I'll see you all next time for more content.